All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We don't get any rest, it seems, as we jump right into the next series here between MVP Phoenix and LGD Gaming. The best of 3 series, as you can clearly see, is underway right now. Once again, my name is Matt. With me tonight is Base Kip. Base, how are you tonight?
I'm doing really well. I'm still super pumped from that last game, but there's, like you said, no rest. We have to jump straight into this first game of MVP versus LGD. So we obviously didn't get to see the draft, but we've made it in here just before the game starts, and I'm excited. It's time for Demon Dota.
It absolutely is. Hashtag hard work, hashtag dedication for the one and only MVP Demon. Let's get into some introductions real quick on the side of MVP. We've got Heen up on the Weaver in that top lane. Forever will be on the Keeper of the Light there as well. Region will be on the IO. In the mid lane, we'll see Demon on the solo mid Shadow Shaman. Down in that bottom lane, we'll round it out with March on the Nature's Prophet. So, basically, if you'd like to do the side of LGD.
Yeah, let's do LGD really quick. So over on the off lane, we have Yao on the Timbersaw heading mid. Zhao 8 is going to be on Alchemist. DDC will be Leshrac heading down towards bot. DD is going to be on Rubik. And we've got Rabbit, formerly known as Yatuji, over on the Spectre.
Yeah, so honestly, a game that should go really well, hopefully, for both sides and have another great series of Dota. And honestly, we've had a lot of that tonight, so we'll jump into the game. And you can see already Demon here in the mid lane using his Ether Shock to try to last hit. His bottle is roaming out to him now. Zhao on the Alchemist should have an okay time as well with Acid Spray. Demon's not the tankiest hero, being on that Shadow Shaman. Top lane, you can see Yao is on that Timbersaw. He loves initiating, and with that Timbersaw, he'll be able to do just that. He's got reactive armor level 1, so tanking him down is going to be a bit of an issue with how tanky he is. And down in that bottom lane, March is going to be on that off lane Nature's Prophet. They're actually shutting him down very effectively. He's only level 1 right now, so LGD seems to be doing okay at the start here.
Yeah, this is almost the rattiest lineup I've ever seen from MVP. Like, it's all about dropping Serpent Wards on towers and split pushing and never really engaging head on. They've got Keeper of the Light and Wisp. So they've got a lot of global mobility, they've got a lot of split pushing power, but that's about it. So it'll be interesting to see, what MVP are going to do here. Looks like they've tailored some strats to try and deal with LGD, and I think it's 100% the right thing. LGD are a team that's known for just 5-manning at all times, no matter the situation. So split push is probably your strongest style to play against them.
Yeah, absolutely, and I like the fact that they come out with a little bit of and I keep talking about an unconventional draft for MVP. They have, some good-looking heroes that you don't see too often. Not the tankiest heroes in the world, but who's complaining about that, I guess. So, if they get caught out of position, they'll go down very quickly. However, that's a big issue. If you're getting caught out of position in the first place with this lineup, then you need to, kind of check what you're doing. So, like you mentioned, Zhao 2G in that bottom lane with that Spectre farming away. 14 last hits already at 2:30 into the game, and now up to 15, and still farming. You can see March is here, but here comes DD looking for telekinesis and may find it. Spectral Dagger's going to go. They want to dive. They can't quite get to him just yet. DD going very far in. They're going to back off. They just missed their opportunity for that gank. So very close, unable to get it done, however.
And poor Rubik, his move speed used to be absolutely absurd, but now it's 290, so poor guy won't be able to set up that kill. And, well, MVP making a move of their own. Coddle and Wisp heading mid.
Yeah, and they want to try to maybe go for a gank here, but the only thing they've got to lock him down is Shackles and obviously that Tether Slow that they have. So they've got to be in perfect positioning here. Kotal's going to go back up into the high ground now, as you can clearly see. Still only with just 2 tangos for the Keeper of the Light. We'll see what he wants to go for in terms of his next item. Next couple items, but on the same page, LGD is going to go ahead and smoke up with DD and DDC, maybe looking to go right through mid, looking to wrap around. Demon's got to be very careful. They're going to get initiated on Demon. Unstable Concoction's going to go first. The telekinesis, however, the Hex is up on DD. Split Earth is going to fly. Easy kill going for DD, and another textbook gank mid.
What is this?
Yeah. LGD, First Blood. Things are looking alright. I really like the Spectre pickup as well. It's pretty much the perfect carry to have against this kind of lineup that MVP has, because once he has a bunch of items, he can just sit in a lane, he can deal with the Prophet, he can deal with the Weaver, and at least manage to hold down one lane at all times, and always be ready to reality into the fight. So, I mean, LGD, I think this is a little bit outside of their comfort zone, but it's still alright. And Demon, same story mid lane, this time around.
Oh, Split Earth coming right in. Fade Bolt helping grab the kill with Leshrac getting it on the Split Earth and right clicks. So they're shutting him down early on. They know that he's going to be a focal point of this game with his Serpent Wards. They don't want him to get out of control. So they make sure they just keep killing him. He's actually only level 5 right now, which isn't too bad in comparison to what the Alchemist is doing. He's at level 5, but closer to level 6 than 5, really. And March is actually maybe going to get initiated on. He has to back off, and he does get a bit of room to work with when they roam, but he's only got 2 last hits on his Nature's Prophet. So MVP, they're looking a little bit behind now, but that's obviously still very early.
Yeah, and I think for MVPs, so long as they just manage to hold on to their towers and they get to that mid game where they can just start playing split push DotA, I think they're still absolutely fine. Their lineup is not expected to win the early game. They have 2 absolutely garbage ganking supports in the Wisp and the Keeper of the Light. I'm not even sure why they attempted mid. Oh, Teamman just gets stunned again. A very angry double damage Alchemist is on his way in. And the 3rd death of the game for Demon. LGD show no mercy.
Yeah, they are not giving Demon any room to work with here. I mean, that kill goes right to the hands of Leshrac once again. And so Xiaowei and DDC have been a force in this mid lane, and Demon has to be very careful. He is going to get help from Forev as he roams in with the Keeper of the Light. He'll throw up an Illuminate and push this wave back and actually maybe even hit Xiaowei and DDC. So doing quite a bit of damage. Ether Shock will go to help Demon clear the creep wave, but he's still only at level 5, so those 2 kills have hindered his progress in leveling. Alchemist is a level ahead, and will continue further. Yao up in the top lane now with 20 last hits. He's getting a lot of farm for an off-lane Timbersaw. In comparison, March is level 4 on that Nature's Prophet. Usually when this happens, you like to see Nature's Prophets TP up, start jungling, get something out of something. And really, you don't want to let this bottom lane go, but you got to make it, something happen with your Nature's Prophet right now.
Yeah, there does have to come a point where you say, look, I'm just not getting enough here. I need to get items to be impactful later on. I should probably just head into the jungle. And if he's hanging around, if he gets that level 6 up, they can maybe do something about the Timbersaw, but without that, they just don't have the composition to be able to do anything with him. And you commented on it, the Timbersaw has a lot of farm right now.
Like, uncharacteristically for Timbersaw in the offlane, and that's almost an indication that you're not necessarily losing the lane, but it's not going as well as you'd like for a Weaver. Now they're going to go ahead and dive mid. Haunt's going to fly. March is going to go ahead and sprout, but Rabbit's right in there with him. They'll try to TP out. Unstable's going to fly, waiting for March to use that. Is going to go down as well as Forev. Now, the tether away. Region is just like, nope, I'm not going to do that. Edict's going to come out on the tower. Fortification is going to go, but it's already 5-0 for LGD, and they're rolling right on through base kit.
Yeah, they know that MVP can't do anything to them in the early game, so they're just diving towers and going completely unpunished for it. I mean, the sum total of MVP's disables is not that much. Like you commented, how do you lock down the Timbersaw and kill him? You just don't have anything on your supports.
Yeah, exactly. So that's going to be the issue for them this early on in the game. If they can get some levels, maybe they can get something going, the Weaver especially, but it's going to take him a long time to get online. Demon is going to Ro16, and this is something else. See, they're actually not attacking he trapped him with the Roche wards, it looks like. So, yeah. But I don't think this is going to be enough damage from Demon right now. And DDC and Xiaowei may even sniff this out here. I don't know if they saw him go in. Look at this. They're running right at him. They know Demon's in there. They know the wards are doing work there. And they may even take this and say, thank you very much. The tail end of that Illuminate hits. But look at the bash coming out on Xiaowei. He can't get close enough to do any work on the Serpent wards as well. Sprout misses. If that had hit, Xiaowei would have been in some trouble. TP now coming in, this time from the Isle, maybe trying to help fight here. Spectre's still farming. Rabbit doesn't want to commit to anything, especially without that Haunt. So the fights continue. The Roche tries to happen here. The Serpent wards are just being a nuisance. Xiaowei goes back into the pit. We're not done yet, it looks like.
Apparently Roshan has very quickly become the focal point of this game.
It really has. It really has. That's an unstable going on 4F. Timber Chain, Chakram coming right on through. That is a dead Keeper of the Light. They'll look for Demon, but he's already too far away. On the other side of things, Heen's here. He's a Weaver, so he does have that Shikuchi. Sentry Ward on the ground. Telekinesis. Yeah, he's going to get stunned up. He will not time-lapse out in time. That's Yao with a double kill. Demon getting chased absolutely down here. They're trying to go on him, but no mana for the Alchemist. Haunt went through. Spectre grabbed the kill on Io, diving past that tier 2 tower. It's 8-0 and 8:45, a kill a minute. Looks like thereabouts, so... Wow. That's all I gotta say is wow.
Yeah. Well, LGD, they don't have the most typical aggressive lineup with a Spectre, but they're making it work, and just Rabbit haunting in whenever he sees an opportunity to grab a kill, farming both creeps and heroes here. So I still think that MVP, you know, if they can stabilize and start doing what their lineup is built to do, then they maybe have a chance. But yeah, this is not looking good.
No, absolutely not. The damage you just saw in March, disgusting. The medallion and the unstable was down to about 2 seconds remaining. It pretty much took him down from full health to about 20% health. So Xiaowe's been playing very effectively. He's gotten a lot of help from his supports in the mid lane. And now the first
Demon's
tower,
back at it.
Yeah, he really, wow. He does not want to give up on this. March is back in there as well. He hasn't made Treants yet. He can actually sprout Treant now if he needs to. They're not doing it just yet, and the wards are doing work on the Ro16, and they needed something, and I guess this is it. And now it looks like they know this is happening, but they don't want to run in. The Spectral Dagger. No, it doesn't go to the Radiant, though. Close, but Demon TPing out right now. The Chakram going through. The Split Earth. It grabs the kill. The Age is already wasted. March. Timber chain up on him. He'll try to get out. Not happening, my friend. Demon now. No TP left. Unstable may go. He's got no mana for it. Chakram. Demon should fall here. And that's killing spree for Yao. The Codal Blast coming right on through, but they don't mind. It's just a tickle. It's 12-0. And LGD, they've got a 5,000 gold lead at 10 minutes in.
That's with Roshan in MVP's favor.
Yep.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
What do? I think. I mean, you can't really rely on your Weaver because he's not going to get much room to farm, and he's only got Treads and a Ring of Basilius. I don't know what Demon's done. He's down a lot of times here already, so it's just not paying off for them right now. And it looks like LGD, they've already got a significant lead. Towers are going to start falling with the levels they get from DDC, Yao, and DD. And Spectre's getting a ton of farm too. He's already going for either a Yasha or a Diffusal Blade, so Fig's Drum already up in his inventory on top of that.
This is very scary. If you're MVP, you probably try and make a couple more plays. You see if you can get the split push going a little bit. Maybe you relocate onto a tier 1, drop Serpent Wards, the Prophet TPs in as well. Maybe you can rat down, you know, ultimate rat down to tier 1, but I think that's about it.
Well, that's it's a situation where MVP really wouldn't like to be in. Obviously, no one really likes to be in this position, and rat mightn't be the name of the game here, but how long can you withstand that when you have to deal with the relentless aggression from LGD? And Region, no, that's not going to work. That's a TP coming out, and that's just a nice play from the Timbersaw to help grab the kill with Xiaoweid and the Unstable Concoction. The Haunt comes through. Heen is being recalled, I think, to back home. No, back to the tier 2 tower. So they're just going to sack this, realizing that they can't fight as of right now. They'll try to do their best with Demon, Serpent Wards mid, but they're already prepared for this. The Serpent Wards are going to come out. DD will try to right-click these down. But here we go. March is actually TPing in himself, so they'll try to get the tier 1 tower on their own. And this is what they needed to do. This is what you mentioned, and they needed to start trying to get this. But is this going to be enough for the tier 1 tower? They have a fortification. They might need to try to defend it. Or Ether Shock and Fadebolt are doing a nice job of taking everything down, and the wards as well. So look at that.
Even more net worth for LGD out of that one. I guess it's worth keeping in mind that MVP are presumably on the Perfect World servers for this first game, so I guess they'll be back on home turf for game 2. It's the same kind of thing, I think, for SEA. Like, MVP are probably playing around 200 ping or so, I would guess.
Mm-hmm. And that's a rough issue. We saw how much of a difference that can make, at least a little bit, in that last game. That 60-minute long game between First Departure and Vici Gaming. So that is something to keep in mind. And we remember how the first game went between First Departure and Vici Gaming, so...
poor Forev, man.
Yeah. Medallion, and that wasn't even that long of a charge, I feel like. Maybe I'm mistaken, but that's just so much damage that they have to deal with. They have no kills on the board right now. They're working on getting a tower. They have gotten that first tier 1, but the rest of their base continues to fall, sadly. LGD will now rotate down to the bottom lane and work on a tier 1. And, you know, step by step, they work on taking these objectives, and there's another one that bites to the dust, using another cliche, so... and we keep saying it. I don't know how often we could say it's a tough situation to be in for MVP, but...
Now, Midas acquired. Everything is fine.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
On the way. Now, they're in a lot of trouble, but still holding out, still trying to push out the lanes, trying to grab some more tier 1s. Demon's got another round of Serpent Wards up soon, so might be able to get this mid-tier 1 tower, though. LGD, probably not too long until they start considering just pushing up onto the high ground.
I mean, they really have no fear at this point. They have all 4 here, and there's a haunt available
Dire's bottom
for the
tower
Spectre. The
is
net
under
worth chart
attack.
is absolutely disgusting at this point in time for LGD. Diffusal Blade coming out. No lag
Dire's
issues for me.
bottom
Will we
tower
see?
has
We'll see a
fallen.
Smoke King coming out from LGD. They're
Radiant's
looking like they
middle
want to go
tower is
mid.
under attack.
Unstable Concoction might be thrown. No, he stuns himself right at the last second. Yes, I did get some lag
Radiant
there.
structures
Spectre now
are
coming in
fortified.
with the haunt. Regen is going to fall. Demon in a bit of trouble as well. The Chakram, the Split Earth. He takes that tower
Radiant's
with his
middle
Serpent
tower
Wards,
has
but
fallen.
in return, they take his life.
Yeah.
Radiant's top
MVP
tower is under attack.
Still yet to grab a kill. LGD just kind of man-moding down mid. Heen's going to do his best to try and split push top a little bit, but a bit low on mana, so he's just going to have to back out. And
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
MVP.
Dire's middle
This is-
tower is under attack.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
I don't know what you say here.
I think in this situation that LGD has such a profound lead, like we said before, that it would take kind of a colossal meltdown for them to really
DD
lose this
down.
one. And
MVP on the board.
yeah, they have that 1 kill now, so that's something to build on at least. There's going to be the Illuminate coming out on Jiao Wei.
Radiant's bottom
Heen
tower is
getting
under
chakrammed
attack.
up, but too much damage. He falls very quickly. He might have buyback, and it's strange thinking about buyback at 15 minutes in when you've got nothing. He doesn't. They'll TP down bottom. They'll try to work on
Radiant's
pushing this
bottom
out
tower
with
is under attack.
Zhao Tuji. He's actually got Haunt back up in about 50 seconds. But they are just so vastly ahead at this point in time that they'll have him there for another minute or so, wait around mid, keep this pushed in with DDC, and keep them locked in the base. MVP might go for a gank here on the mid lane on DDC, especially if they keep hitting those Kotal Blasts, but you know, with that happening, they're just letting... There's no map control now at all. There is going to be a relocate down bottom. Rabbit realizing this is coming. He actually used that Spectral Dagger, went through the trees. They can't really do damage here. You can see the balls are going. Regen now trying to fight here, but Demon is going to fall. It looks like to Zhao Wei. The slow coming through from that tether doesn't matter. They pick up the kill on Demon anyways. 18-1 is the score and continues on in favor of LGD. It keeps going up, up, and up.
Oh man, they found the stack as well. That's sad times for MVP.
That might have been like their last hope there, and now Acid Spray is going to do a nice job of at least helping it take it down, so that's unfortunate, to say the very least. Unfortunate is, I think, an understatement, is how this game has gone for MVP. And
Radiant's top
like we
tower
talked
is
about,
under
they've got
attack.
Game 2 to get back into it, and this game's obviously not over yet, but with the way it's been going, 12,000 gold lead and 12,000 experience lead, like we said, a monumental collapse is what it requires for them to get back into it, I believe, and a lot of Rat Dota as well, which they have, you know, the capability of doing, but well, basically,
Spectre is let me say this: Spectre is halfway to being able to buy a Radiance, pressing R and laughing as 3 heroes and
Radiant's top
MVP just
tower
die
is under
immediately. Like this is really hard Dota.
it's like a
for
horror
MVP.
story that you tell your children. With 17
Yeah,
minutes in.
this is the supports are all huddling around the campfire. And, like I once heard about this Spectre that had, 4 kills, 7 assists, no deaths, 17 minutes in, pressed R and got a triple kill. Like those are Dota horror stories for
It
sure.
really is, and it's just been them bullying MVP in so many ways, with kills, with tower pushes, and it's just going to be another tier 3 tower taken down. Telekinesis on Demon. He's going to get brought back. The unstable Haunt in. He's alive for about all 5 seconds before he dies. Once more, Forev getting dove past that tier 4 tower. The Split Earth up on Heen. He does get the time lapse off this time around, but not able to accomplish anything other than scurrying away on his little Weaver legs. There's going to be the Chakram. There's going to be a Timber Chain. Not connecting, however, from Yao. Looking for maybe the IO. He will tether back into the well and live. Now the Spectre uses that Spectral Dagger, looking to try to catch out Heen, and will do so, but not going to follow up and grab that kill. The Rax is done. The first tier 3 gone. The first set of Rax as well. They may go ahead and push down that tier 3 bottom. You can look at Yao. Relocate coming in. Yao's a little bit overextended as March has already TP'd down the Chakram. Not enough to get the kill on Heen. Yao's hexed up. Now a lot of damage going to Sprout as well. There's going to be the Shackles and an easy kill, the second of the game, almost making March go down here. He's going to get brought back home with help of Regen. Down bottom, though, they want to continue to fight on. Yao bought back in. He's back ready to go, it looks like.
Radiant's bottom
Telekinesis,
tower is under
is
attack.
about to fly for Demon. He will fall.
Close in.
Wait, Yao
Yeah.
got back? Did he just TP to that tower?
Look, man, he's got a Bloodstone.
That, yeah, true. Very true.
I'm slide
Radiant's
showing
bottom
really
tower
hard,
is
Same.
but what could have happened is that he threw the Timber Chain as he was dying. He died as the Timber Chain latched. He instantly respawned, and then he flew all the way across the map back to where the Timber Chain latched. It does actually happen if you have enough Bloodstone charges.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm slideshow mode at the moment, so I can't confirm.
I think that you're right, because his Timber Chain was like going for a long time after he got back into the engagement. So if that's the case, that's pretty amazing. And he was able to grab a kill because of it.
Someone go make a highlight from the replay, because this is not... It's not going to be a highlight from the VOD. That's
no,
for sure.
Most definitely not.
If you're seeing what I'm seeing.
Well, I think it was just more my poor camera work, sadly. Kappa. Anyways, we will see DD, Xiao, Yao. They're all roaming around this mid tower and the bottom, or excuse me, the bottom tower. There is no mid tower unless you're talking about the tier 4s. So Rabbit is trying to go up in the top lane, looking for the tier 2 tower and just trying to take that last outer tower. Xiao and Yao are doing work down here in the bottom lane, and this game has been prolonged for some time, and I'm not sure what he and the rest of MVP can do at this point other than just say, let's move on to the second draft and try to get something going. But there is going to be a Haunted coming from Zhao Tuji, maybe looking to fight. He goes very deep. As you can see, there's a bit of a dive. No kills just yet. Demon Ether Shock is up. And the Spectre will grab the kill on Keeper of the Light somewhere out of the well. I'm not sure where. The tier 3 tower is going to fall in the end. The last set of racks. The mech's going to fly on top of that. The 4-step forward looking for He, and Spell was stolen. That's Shikuchi going through. That's a nice pickup for them. Unstable's being charged, looking for Heen. He's going to get it up with the Shikuchi, but still going to do damage to him. Telekinesis, Acid Spray, Chakram going through. Now there's going to be a relocate down to the bottom tier 2 tower. They're trying to get something, but I don't think LGD really care at this point. Heen getting chased away. Heart of Threats done at 20 minutes for Zhao 8. Tier 4s are all that's left, and other than the huts in this dire side base. Heen looking to just try to push this back as best as possible. Chemical Rage going to go for Xiao 8. Time lapse back out, as you can clearly see. And this 20-minute game, this 21-minute game may very well end quite soon, as LGD has, let's just say, stomped their way to almost certain victory.
MVP apparently have decided that they're not going to call GG until the Ancient falls, so we have a little while.
Yeah. There are kills happening, or at least some damage being dealt in the meantime. DDC gets called out. He actually got... They wanted that kill. They wanted the kill with the wards. Then Demon calls GG. That's just typical Demon. My God. Wow. Excellent. So that'll do it for game number 1, guys. We're going to jump into the lobby for the next game, and hopefully we'll make it in there in time. So, Baseskip, any closing thoughts before we get out of here?
Hopefully MVP can do a little bit better on lower ping. I mean, if they had a strat for game 1, I want to see some more interesting stuff for game 2.
Absolutely. So we'll take a quick break, guys. Stick around. We'll be right back.